Salam alaikum, alanwa salan. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Jessie. Today we're traveling foodwally to the amazing country of Egypt, land of the pyramids. And today I'm making an amazing meal called Kushari. And to make this, you will need some rice, some pasta, some short pasta, nice and short, not the long flamboyant ones. Some tomato puree, so this is just tomato and just a little bit of water that's been blended up. And I have some lentils. These lentils are amazing and they just help with bowel movements and they're high in fiber and they're really good stuff. I have some water, my salt. For some spice, I have my chili flakes because I like things hot. I have my garlic cloves too. I have some baharat, which is basically an Arabic spice mix. Amazing stuff. And finally, I have my ghee, which is clarified butter. Now you know about all my ingredients. Let's get cooking. Welcome back. It's time to get chopping. Another ingredient that's actually very important for the kushari is my olive oil. Okay, now it's time to get chopping. Now while I'm chopping, I've actually put my rice to be boiling on the fire. I've parboiled it and now it's bubbling away and cooking. So now to the onion. As for the onion, I'm doing two different styles for two of the onions. I'm going to go my normal half moon for this onion. Don't forget, don't look at it directly so you don't end up a crying mess. Okay. Chop, chop. And the second onion, I will dice it into smaller cubes. So let me see. And then careful. It's easier to do this like this. And then just dice, dice, dice. There we go. Okay. Second half and dice, dice, dice. Okay. So now we have our onion in chunks. Put them into my bowl, the chunky ones on the bottom first and the not so chunky on the top. Okay, next step, my two beautiful garlic cloves. So chop the head off and I'm just going to do a light mince, nothing too thick, just chop it into circles. Second one, and then rock the knife. I will just do these a couple times over just to give us our minced garlic. Couple more times. Yeah, it's getting very minced. Chop, chop, chop. Last time. Okay, and now we transfer this into our bowl. And now it's time for some more boiling. Okay, we're back and we're ready to start boiling. So on go my burners. Yup, plural. And we're going to get boiling. So first I need to pour in my water. So I'm boiling my pasta and my lentils. So for my pasta, I'm just going to fill it until it's half full. My pot is half full, so that should be about 3.5 to 4 cups of water. And then I need a little bit more water for my lentils. Okay, so I got more water and I'm about to pour for my lentils. Okay, I think that should be enough. So for the pasta, I'm going to boil it in salted water. So you're supposed to make sure that you have enough salt in your water. So that's 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons of salt. But the lentils won't boil in any salt. So I'm going to close my pots and leave them to come to a boil. Okay, so our pasta water is already at a rolling boil, and we'll pour in our pasta. So those pasta noodles are going to cook yours according to your packaging. Mine says 9 minutes, and so I'm going to leave mine for 9 minutes. Yours might say 10, yours might say 11, yours might say 8. Just follow the package instructions. Okay, so I'm just stirring the noodles to keep them in movement so they don't stick together. I found that's the best strategy for cooking perfect pasta. Okay, so you've got to be careful when you're boiling the pasta so that the water doesn't boil over. So leave your pot slightly ajar, slightly open, so that the steam can come out and you don't have a mess on your gas cooker. Okay, around now I think lentil water is hot enough, and so in go the lentils in unsalted water, and these are going to just cook until they're soft. And I'm going to just close that and let that boil and cook until they're soft. In the meantime, I'll start making a sauce. Welcome back, and it's time to start the sauce. So on goes I'm going to let this heat up a bit, but before I make my sauce, I'm going to make a little fried onion topping for kushari. Okay, so as that's heating up, I have my amazing ghee. I'm just to put it in here, and I'm going to let it melt until it's all liquid. Scoop all of that goodness in. So let that melt and let the aroma, the amazing aroma of ghee fill this room. Okay, so it's a bit heated now. And now remember those onions I chopped in halves, not the diced ones. I'm putting those in right now. There. And I'm letting them fry until there is soft caramel flavor color. So they're going to be translucent, nice, and the flavors will seep into the ghee, so it's a win-win for everybody. It's going to be the perfect topping for our kushari. The aroma of ghee is already filling this place. Okay. Fry, fry, fry. Okay, so I'm just separating the individual strands, just separating them, and they already become translucent, so it shouldn't take long now, another 5 minutes, and we should have the perfect toppings. So just keep moving it around, keep moving it, don't give up on it, and in 5 minutes we'll have our desired outcome. Okay, so these amazing onions are fried and crispy and caramelized. Look at that. And the smell is amazing, and you can just be sure that all those juices are now at home in the ghee, and this flavored ghee will be amazing for our sauce. So just scooping up the remainder of the onion. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Okay. Last part. Okay. Now these are the onions that will be used to top our kushari, and now it's time to get on with the rest of the sauce. Okay, so in my hot ghee, I'm putting in the rest of my diced onions. Yes. I'm leaving this to saute just a little bit. Just getting all that. I'm leaving it to saute a little bit before I'm adding in my garlic. Let this saute a bit. Let all the juices come out. Okay, I add in now my garlic. Okay. Checking in on my pasta a little bit. Okay, now my garlic has been added and it's fried until it's aromatic. I'm putting in my tomato puree. So let's see, I'm using 1 cup. About 1.5 cups of tomato puree. Just going to stir that. Yes. This is perfect. And now for a little seasoning. In goes 1 tablespoon of baharat. About 2 pinches of salt, and some chili flakes for heat, because I like things spicy. Okay, so I mix this in, just give it a little stir, and I let it cook until all the water is reduced. In the meantime, I'm going to check on my pasta. Okay guys, so my pasta is done. I'm pulling it off the heat. I'm switching it with the lentils so that the lentils get done because they have a longer cook time. And now I'm going to drain off my pasta and continue with the sauce. Oh, look at that sizzle. This sauce is amazing. And just like that, the sauce for our kushari is done. Now we move over to our lentils, and after that it's time for assembly. Okay, our lentils are done. Now I switch off my heat, drain all remaining water, and now it's time for assembly. Okay, now it's time for assembly. I have my boiled rice, my lentils, my pasta, my topping for the onion, some baharat, and a little bit of olive oil. So firstly, I'm going to put in my rice. I think that's enough. Some lentils. Oh yes. Some pasta. And basically just mix together. And we'll keep doing that until we have all the layers. So intermittently, I'll also sprinkle in some baharat and drizzle in some olive oil. So I think here a little drizzle will do. Just a little drizzle. A little sprinkle. We mix and then we continue layering. So that waft of spice from the baharat just adds a little extra something. So a little bit more rice, just a little bit more rice, more lentils, more pasta, and we mix. So I'll just keep doing this until all of that is incorporated. Mix, mix, mix. Little bit of baharat, little olive oil. So like I said, just I think that should be enough. And just mix, mix, and mix. This is such an amazing way I find to eat rice. I've never seen this. I hadn't seen anything like this until I researched on kushari. And honestly, it's quite exciting to see how different people eat their carbs. Okay, last of the lentils, last of the pasta, and we mix. It's a nice big bowl. Make sure you get a big bowl for this, or just a pot. That would be easy as well. So mix. Make sure the rice is everywhere with the pasta and they're not leaving the lentils behind. Okay, last sprinkle of baharat, just a little bit, because I love baharat. Mix lastly. Oops, making a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. We'll clean it up later. Okay, so I'm smoothing the top over, and as a final touch, my beautiful fried onions. Look at that. So that's it. This is our beautiful kushari to be served with that splendid sauce I made earlier. Let's get dishing. Okay guys, we have our amazing kushari, we have our sauce, and now it's time to dish. So getting a spoon, yeah, that's nice. Nice spoonful of my kushari, nice, amazing tomato sauce that's to be eaten with it. Oh yes. Okay. And now, just for a little color, I'm sprinkling on some bell peppers, just for color, because also I love bell peppers. Okay. And that's it. So, it's time for me to get my little spoon and get to tasting. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. OMG. It's so flavorful. With the tomato paste, you can taste a bit of the bahara, the tomatoiness, and then with the kushari, all the lentils and the rice and the pasta. It's a really good combination. This dish, on point, delicious. Definitely try this out. Eat this for lunch, for dinner, share with your family, share with your friends, or eat it alone. It's up to you. However you choose to eat it, this dish will definitely become a classic. Don't forget to hit the like button, press the subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get the notification whenever a new video drops, okay? Don't forget to follow me everywhere on my social media handles, and see you next time on another spectacular episode of Cooking with Jessie. Masalam.